Hi guys, Chantal here from Two Hearts One Roof, and thanks for clicking on this video. As the name of the video suggests, this is a little Q&A video. Mainly so you could get to know me a bit better and pretty much ask me anything you fancied. I did a little kind of like channel update video. It was probably nearly a month ago now when I said it would only be 2 weeks. Just kind of saying that we were going to try and be more consistent, making sure we're uploading Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So far so good, we are managing it. But I asked you guys to ask us some questions so we could do a bit of a Q&A. I've got some questions, they are on my computer, so I'm going to be looking this way to find the questions. I asked on YouTube and then also on Facebook, so I've got a few different people. If they are YouTubers, which I think most of them are, I will put their channel name in here and I'll put a link in the box below so you guys can see them. So I'll dive right in. I will say there were 2 questions which we got asked by a few people, which was kind of like how me and John met and kind of like our history, and then also questions about how we chose Ellian's name. So I'm not going to answer those today. I think me and John at some point in the future will do our love story, I think is what people tend to call them, videos to kind of like get to know how me and John met and how our relationship progressed. And then I've also seen recently a baby name tag. So I'm going to do that in a few weeks time, and I will tell you all about Ellian's name in that video as well. So I'm not going to do those 2 questions. So thank you for all the people who asked those, because there were a few. I had that on Twitter as well, that one. But I'm going to try and fit in as many of the others as I can. So we have Laura from Laura Side Street. Hi Laura. Laura's a friend. And she asked, what did I want to be when I grew up? It went through only a few phases. There wasn't like loads. Originally I wanted to be a teacher. Weirdly, an RE teacher. I love RE. I loved RE in school. If you don't know what RE is, religious education or religious studies, RS maybe it's called in some places. I loved RE. I've got an A-level in it, and I did want to do that for quite a while. Then I went through a phase of wanting to be a paediatric physio specialist after seeing it on City Hospital. I saw it on City Hospital when that still played, and I was like, that is what I want to do. I want to work on neonatal babies, doing physio. And that lasted for quite a while. I chose like my GCSEs based on that. And then, I don't know, like year 11 maybe, so when I was like 15, 16, I decided that actually I wanted to do something a bit more creative. And I decided to follow the journalism path. So when I went to college, I studied English literature, English language, communication studies and RE. Just leaving the door open there in case the RE teacher came back in. And I have a degree in journalism, even though I don't use my degree in journalism very much. Weirdly, my sister actually became a paediatric physio. I think maybe there was a bit of influence from me there, but she's actually a paediatric physio now and she's awesome at her job and she loves it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Next, I have Sarah Carter from A Country Mama. She asked me 2 questions. Okay, so if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose? Me and John have actually kind of discussed this. If we had to leave the UK for any reason, I love living in Wales, so the likelihood is that we will never leave Wales. But if we had to, I love Canada. I love Canada. My aunt lives out there in just outside Toronto, and I have spent 3 summers out there before I got together with John, and I really love it. It's a beautiful country, it's interesting, they don't seem to have any issues. You never really hear of Canada having issues, so like, I don't know. It always seems to be a beautiful country and a peaceful country usually, so I would love to live in Canada. And then she also asked, if you had 24 hours child free to do anything, what would it be? Honest answer, probably sleep, which sounds so boring. I don't know. There's things like go to Alton Towers, because it's not something we will do for a while because he's too little to go most of it. But sleep, just chill, turn off, have a bath in peace, go to the loo in peace, that kind of thing. Just general mum stuff. Okay, next I have Cheryl from Still Image Productions, who asked if I was stuck on a desert island and could have 3 famous people with me, who would I take and why? Okay, I'm strategic about things like this. So let's say Bear Grylls, obviously. If I'm stuck on a desert island, I want somebody who can survive on a desert island. Then, oh God, I'm rubbish at stuff like this though. I can't think off the top of my head. I tried not to read the questions intentionally so I wouldn't have like prepared answers. So Bear Grylls, who do I really interest? Maybe Johnny Depp, because he's interesting. He'd be interesting to chat to, and Dawn French, because she's funny. Yeah, because you need a bit of sense of humour, I suppose, if you're stuck on a desert island, otherwise it'd be really boring. So yeah, that is going to be the weirdest combination of people ever. But let's go with that. Okay, Shelley from Shelley Mummy Vlogs said, if you could be an animal for the day, what would you be and why? Oh, like an eagle, maybe? Because the idea of being able to fly is kind of awesome. Plus an eagle doesn't really have many predators. Wait, yeah, it doesn't have any, does it? Humans, I suppose. But yeah, an eagle would be cool. Being able to fly would be awesome. So I'd go with that. If it wasn't a bird, I suppose a dog, because our dog lives the life of flipping luxury here. Okay, next. Okay, Sean from Helpful Mum says, if you're invisible for a day, where would you go and what would you do? I've never really wanted to be invisible, to be honest. Not really. I suppose, like behind the scenes of a movie set. If there was like a big film being filmed and produced somewhere, I'd love to be behind the scenes, or even TV program, I suppose, just kind of getting to see how things are made and what famous people are really like when the camera isn't actually turned on. So you could kind of like see their attitude towards things. It would probably change your what we thought of people if you could see that. So yeah, like behind the scenes of a movie set or a film series, something like that, to be able to see what it's really like. Yeah. Next I have, oh wait, that's another question for Alien's name. Okay, so I've got Unapologetically Gomez. I'm sorry if I've just ruined that name. He asked me a whole host of questions, but okay, so why did I start my YouTube channel and what inspired me, or who inspired me to do so? I never watched YouTube until about 2 years ago. I'd never really been into YouTube, so I wasn't really up on all that kind of YouTube stuff. And we started, first off I started watching Bunny, who is Graveyard Girl. She was kind of like the first like big YouTuber that I started watching, and I really liked watching her stuff. And then when I was pregnant with Ellian, I started watching the Daily Bumps and Ellie and Jared, because I was kind of interested in the concept of daily vlogging. I would still love to do it, but our lives are just too busy at the moment. So I started watching those two, and that's kind of what sucked me in. And then I started discovering like other people and things, but it was those 3 people who really like got me into watching YouTube like regularly. John has always used it as an information source. He watches it to learn how to do different computer techniques and things like that. So that's kind of where it started, and I suppose the original reason why I started the YouTube channel was to run it alongside the blog. Because I occasionally got asked when I was doing blogging stuff, can you do this as a video? Can you answer these questions as a video? Can you do this unboxing as a video? And originally I always said no. So I thought, well, why not? Why not do it? I wasn't 100% confident talking on camera, really. It took me a while to get used to being photographed when I was running my fashion blog. So I thought, well, I'll just get used to it. And I love it now. I'm learning. I don't love being in front of the camera. I still find that awkward sometimes. But I love learning like film editing and things like that, which is not something I usually do. John does all the photo editing we do, so I don't usually have the technical side, but I'm really enjoying it. And I love being able to film Elliot now, being able to capture him experiencing stuff and learning stuff. I really love that, and that inspires me now to keep going. Okay, Foster Family Vlogs asked, when I'm filming videos, who do I picture on the other side of the camera? I can't say I picture an exact physical person, but I try to speak to you guys out there as friends. I kind of feel like if I'm just sitting down and I'm having a chat with people, that's kind of what I visualise on the other side of the camera, is this friendly people who want to listen to me. There's got to be a few of you out there. Okay, next I have Phenomenally. I hope I said that correctly. I did go check out some of your videos to see if I could see how you said it. I think I got that right. Again, they've asked me a few, but they've asked me about Elliot's name and how I met John. So they've also asked, what is the hardest part of my weight loss journey? So I do a Weight Loss Wednesday video, not every Wednesday, but I've done quite a few now, and it's following my Slimming World journey. So I'm down just short of 2 stones so far, but I've got another stone to go. What is the hardest part? It's motivation. That's why I've taken the last 2 weeks off, actually. Motivation and time, because you have to be able to prep food when you diet. If you do any diet successfully, you have to be able to prep yourself. Work out what you're eating, when you're eating, and cook from fresh. That is usually key for most diets. And having the time to do that has been really, really hard recently. The motivation side, again, we've been so busy with the business over the summer, and at the moment I'm trying to see a lot of friends before Christmas kicks in, because once Christmas kicks in, it's chaos again. So I'm literally out for meals, like twice a week. So the motivation to bother dieting has gone. So I'd say motivation and time are the biggest hurdles when it comes to anybody's weight loss journey, really. They've also asked, if I could meet anyone in the world, living or dead, who would it be? Again, this is a hard one. I think most people would probably go for like important people, dead presidents and all that kind of stuff, or people that have changed the world. But in all honesty, if I could meet somebody face to face who wasn't alive anymore, it'd be Victoria Wood. I loved Victoria Wood, I loved her comedy, and I was very shocked when she died, and I would have loved to have met her. It's as simple as that. If it was somebody who was living, Dolly Parton. I'm a massive Dolly Parton fan. Little secret bit of you there. I love Dolly Parton, and I would absolutely love to meet Dolly Parton because I think she's awesome. She seems so fun when she does interviews, which she doesn't do many. Yeah, Dolly Parton is wicked, so I'd love to meet her. I think that is all of them, guys. Thank you very much for everybody who did ask a question. Give me a thumbs up or leave a comment if you'd like to do another one of these in the future, because I'm always up for answering people's questions. Maybe we can theme it next time. I will answer the question about Elliot's name and about me and John's relationship in other videos, because I just think they deserved a lot more time than what this video would have given me. So give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe to become part of the Two Hearts family, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!